time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kurt. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
First, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
You've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Nice grab. It's Hubbard. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. So Baylor's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Fights through a tackle.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He gets loose. They get him down, but the game moves the ball into +40.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Grab down the middle. It's Punga. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And then first down, right back to the running game. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Grabbed by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Trying to find room. It's Hubbard. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. It's a shotgun run call. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Down, Wolverines.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The PAT puts him up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
The ball is caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Moore. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Baylor. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Hubbard. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Play action here on first down. That'll be a sack. The defense has the last word here in this period. And Kirk Baylor has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Hubbard. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They'll run it to the right side. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner will be brought down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Off the play fake, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Contact as he threw it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Moore. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. It's a solid gain.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rip.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Catch made on the out route. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Try and muscle for the 1st down. The Bears looking to keep this drive rolling.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the 1st down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to pass. It's Moore. He pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play. Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Down the middle, it's Hubbard. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Fires it to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He'll run out of bounds, but a crucial interception here in a tight game. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Blocked by the receiver. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the football. A deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They get the second half started with the running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Moore. This time it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's caught. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hubbard. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt goes out of bounds. That's a great job. They'll spot it down around the 5-yard line. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be? Breaks into the clear. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Baylor. There was no catching him that time. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back from eating the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
It's an out route, the catch made.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch, a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hubbard. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense to come up with a completion.
Touchdown, Wolverines! This offense is still clicking. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? To throw, it's Moore. He's running out of time here. The offense makes the recovery and takes off.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked on back-to-back plays.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
He escapes the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And Kirk Baylor has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Bears.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Catch made on the out route. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Grab through the sticks. It's Meadows. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Hubbard. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Sock were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
QB decides to keep it here. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him. And
it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He can go. Past the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
A deep shot right down the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into the double coverage. He pays for it. Look out, he's loose. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grinding away on the ground. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. On the offense, going to be bailed out by the pass interference call. That could be a crucial moment here in today's game. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now first and goal from the 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the